Certainly a large risk in that particular regard, but given how they played in Game 1, this is also the sort of comp where if one turret goes down, their ability to rotate around the map, their ability to manufacture a really big lead in the 10 to 20 minute mark is pretty much unparalleled. So Everate have a win condition. It's get to late game with some sort of parity, but Longzhu have a lot of early game power.
Well, Orianna here, Percepted yet again, does have some decent ball carriers with the Elise and the J4. Flag and drag his way into the back line for that Shockwave to connect. Percepted gonna have to have a better time than we saw from Ian if he wants to find success with this one. And something tells me that I put a little bit more faith in Septed this time around with that Orianna. But like you said, early game pressure here from Longzhu is going to be very close to insurmountable for Everate.
And Longzhu, with their current roster, do feel like they can crib some things from Katie Rolster's playbook and go for these drafts that do have a finite shelf life. This comp will not work with any reliability after the 30 to 35 minute phase. But you remember Game 1 where there was almost no damage to champions done by Everate because they could never get in range to do any. This is the sort of draft that could really replicate that for Longzhu, but an early game gambit being thrown by Malrung, a snowball from someone in Everate, and maybe, just maybe, Everate can push us to a Game 3.
I mean, Game 1 was on the back of Prey. Now he has this Callista yet again. Got the 2-0 over SK Telecom. Let's see if he can get the 2-0 with this pick over the likes of Everate, or if they can shock us, if they can deny that first place spot from being handed. Can they translate this into the kill is going to be the question.
It's going to come back again.
I can feel myself getting quiet because of this sneakiness here. Winter's Bite coming through. Gorilla going to flash away. Now looking for the hook, but the repel comes through from Malrung. But Gorilla and Prey, they want to turn this one around. The TP is coming through from BDD as he arrives. Flashes in, but the Cocoon connects straight into his face. Has the Justice Punch. Lands the Winds. Barrel to slow him up, and Malrung will be going down. Cuz is there to scoop up that first blood. And for a second, looked like they weren't done yet. Go over the wall, finds some body slam in. Hero's entrance, looking for Malrung. He has the repel to dodge for the moment, but that's about as good as it's gonna get. Taunt immediately as he drops, and Khan will find himself the second kill of the game.
Perfect target calling again. That was the Elise. They knew her flash was down from the bot lane gank. Great collapse. They had lane pressure bottom. Speaking of lane pressure.
Well, looking for even more here. Khan still having his TP. Will arrive and scoop up the remainder of these Krugs.
This Hydra and Black Cleaver already completed for Khan.
It's also about 60 CS ahead of Duel at the moment. Maybe we see a Flame Horizon. For now, though, Gorilla tossing out that Death Sentence as lockdown. Ella gets the play back. Mid, stand behind me. He goes low. The taunt connecting, and he is gonna die. Gorilla finds the kill. Flash body slam into lockdown. Septed straight into the stun from the Renekton. His hands the kill over to Prey, and Gorilla is on fire. Finds another one. Malrung goes down. Now it's a smiteless Everate squad remaining. Just Jewel and Keen. And that's going to be an Aaron.
And that forces Everate to fight when Longzhu is strongest. 2 items. There is never a time in the game where they will be as powerful as they are now. Galio, truly unkillable. Callista, able to get Ren sets that make a Katarina blush. They're going to turn on to Baron, pick it up for free, and it's exactly what Longzhu wants.
Yep. I said Kieran instead of Keen. You can tell what I'm thinking about, Papa Smith. Every time.
Well, Longzhu, setting up for the perfect game. Setting up to be the first place team with 2 weeks left. Only the Nexus separates them.
All right, here we go. Gorilla throwing out the hook already. As Keen dives into the backside, is still alive for the moment. Featherstorm out as Khan is just frontlining Hero's entrance to help keep him up, and it's going to be a double kill going over to Prey, looking for more now. Septon gets popped up, the triple. Can they get more? The rest of the Everate squad sitting inside the fountain will not be surrendering their lives for Prey's enjoyment. They're just going to sit there as Duel just auto attacks away, but that is going to be it. Longzhu Gaming, the 2-0, the perfect game, and they take first place in LCK.
A perfect game to first place. Longzhu Gaming, as other teams have had their struggles recently, are not having a struggle at all. They are having a day out. Suddenly, you asked the question of me that at the start of the day, I would have answered Samsung. The question is, who's the best team in the LCK? And I have only one answer for you, Achilles. It's Longzhu Gaming.
It certainly is. They take that spot away from Samsung. And these guys, they just look ecstatic, massive smiles on the faces of Prey and Gorilla in particular. Played such a perfect series out of that bot lane, total and utter domination. But overall, this team are just looking so clean.
And you just wonder how, after this series, do you reflect on it as Everett? It's a great week for them. They beat Rocks Tigers this week, only their second match win of the season. And then all you can really take away as Everett is these guys are a lot better than us because they didn't make too many big mistakes. You could count on one hand the mistakes they made, maybe even on 2 or 3 fingers.